Hey guys, super evening and welcome. I actually had intended to upload a video today, but then I thought it's a bit late to record and upload it, so I just went live. This is an unscheduled live, of course, and yesterday I shared something very interesting on my financial literacy mastermind, and that is where we discuss a lot of things. But I thought I will share something on my profile which is related to yesterday's move of the government. What did the government do yesterday? What did Prime Minister Modi announce yesterday was phenomenal. And in continuation to that, what has happened is today the finance minister has announced some details about what the whole package is going to be. So yesterday, Prime Minister Narendra Modi announced a package of 20 lakh crore rupees for the upliftment of the economy, to give the economy a boost, to give people a fair chance of employment and economic growth. And there were a lot of reasons. It was a wonderful speech yesterday, which you must have heard, and that's not that I'm going to discuss today. But keeping all these things in mind, I want to discuss a very important topic, and that is fundamental. It's principle. It's not about the details what has happened. I want to discuss something very fundamental and very principle. Now, if you see today, what the finance minister has announced is it has announced a lot of SOPs for the MSMEs. What do you mean by MSMEs? Micro, small, and medium enterprises. So these are small enterprises. These are not big corporations. These are small enterprises, and the government has given in totality of close to 4 lakh crore rupees of assistance to the MSMEs. These are the corporations. Now, what I want to discuss today is, see, if you remember in September, the government gave a lot of tax reforms to the big corporations. All the corporations who are into the corporate tax bracket, they were given a tax rebate. They were given a tax SOP. Their taxes were reduced from an effective of 33% to an effective of around 23-24%. And for new manufacturing units started after 1st October 2019, the effective tax rate is still further reduced to 17.5% or so. So it's a huge reduction, right, for the big corporates. I mean, any corporate who is under the corporate tax bracket. Now today, what they have done is they have given benefits to the entrepreneurs. What are those benefits? They have announced, a collateral-free credit scheme. They have announced loans for the MSMEs to kickstart their businesses again. Government guaranteeing the whole loans. And there are a lot of things. They have reduced the burden of the PF payment from the entrepreneur. They have, given a moratorium of 12 months for the fresh loans till 1st October. So a lot of things, and still more will come, because the entrepreneurs are actually the backbone of the Indian economy. That is what nobody can deny. And what to talk about Indian economy? It's about any economy. Right? It's about any economy in the world. The entrepreneurs are always the backbone. Now, the fundamental question that I want to discuss today in this live is, I was supposed to record a video, but I thought I would go live. And the fundamental question that I wanted to discuss today is, why the entrepreneurs are given all the benefits? They pay less taxes. They enjoy more credit, and they also get a lot of other benefits. They have a good cash flow. They also enjoy profits at the end. They enjoy freedom of time, freedom of money. There's a lot of things that go into it. So why the entrepreneurs are given benefits? And this is what needs to be discussed and needs to be understood. So, to understand in the first place, see, there is a difference between a consumer and a provider. Who is a consumer? If you see, in case of the government's perspective or any fundamental perspective of a government, an entrepreneur is a wealth creator. He creates wealth for the country. He creates GDP for the country. He creates so many resources for the country as far as the economy is concerned. How about an employee? You know, he is considered as consuming that wealth. Of course, he gives his talents, no doubt about it. No business can run if you don't have enough human resource. That is one part of it. But if you see from the economy's perspective, so one is a consumer, one is a provider. One provides employment, other one consumes employment. One creates wealth, the other one consumes the wealth. Now, a common man's mentality is always to become a consumer, right? You take a simple example of the social media that we are upon now. Most of us consume the social media. What do you mean by consuming? You consume the content that appears on the social media. You just sit on your bed while you sleep, or after you get up in the morning, or you just relax on a couch or somewhere, and you start flipping your phone and you start consuming that content, right? 90% of the people are consuming. They are consuming the content. Somebody is putting some videos, some snaps, some pics, and others are consuming it. A common man doesn't think above consuming things. He cannot, his mindset doesn't allow him to think how to become a provider of resources rather than being consumer of resources. A person who is a consumer of resources cannot become rich. A person who is a provider of resources has all the chances to become rich, has all the benefits that he enjoys from the government. He pays less in taxes, he enjoys more in profit, he enjoys more in time, and he does something good for the society. The government realizes this. He actually drives the economy, one who is a provider. So one has to understand that instead of consuming, we need to elevate our mindset that we can become an provider of a service, provider of a product, provider of content, provider of wealth, rather than being a consumer of resources, content, wealth, right? So consumer never becomes rich. I had uploaded a video where I said that, and I shared that model. It's not that I said something abstract. I shared a model in that video. You can go and see on my timeline that an employee can never become rich, right? And that model was a proven model by the great author Robert Kiyosaki. So I had full backup when I was talking about it. Some people posted me on my LinkedIn profile that you said that employees can never become rich. And that's true. Employees can never become rich because employees are consumers and employers are providers. So the providers always become rich. Now, how can we rise from a platform of being a consumer to a platform of being a provider, right? There's a full 8-step formula to this. How you can become provider, how you can become an entrepreneur, how you can create a business model which can provide for the needs of people. It's an 8-step formula. Those are 8 steps of how you can derive a business model. And there's a 9th secret to it. I will be sharing this maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow in a live session on my Financial Literacy Mastermind group. So those of you who have still not joined the group, send me a comment in the comment box. I'll send you a private invite and you can join that group. It's not a crowded group at all. It's a group for like-minded people who want to really understand what is money and how money works and how they can take a quantum leap to their financial success. So I will be sharing this model maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow. It's a wonderful thing that when I learned that and I implemented that, gave me tremendous results. It's an 8-step model of how to derive a wholesome business model out of your niche. And then there's a 9th step, which is a secret step that I'm going to discuss in one of the live sessions on my financial literacy mastermind group. So those of you who have not yet joined, please send me a private message and I will help you join the financial literacy mastermind group, where I will be sharing an 8-step model, how to derive a business model, how to derive a complete business plan, and that will help you to get more into entrepreneurship from employed or self-employed, more to the right side of the right side of the cash flow quadrant rather than being in the left side of the cash flow quadrant. And I'll tell you, this helps tremendously. It opens up your mind, it gives you a lot of out of the box thinking, and it surely does a lot of churning in your thoughts, which can really manifest into some tangible results. So that was it for today. I was supposed to upload a video again, I say, but I thought I'll just go live and share this. So what we discussed today is why the entrepreneurs are given all the benefits from the government and from all the authorities, and what is the difference between being a provider and a consumer. It's always better to be a provider rather than being a consumer. Don't be a consumer. Don't waste time in consuming things such as the social media and things. Rather try to become a provider, and that will help you a lot. So let's meet again tomorrow with a fresh input, a fresh article, fresh new learnings, which will help all of us to take a quantum leap in our financial success. Cheers and have a good night. Have a great week ahead and have a great financial future as well. Thank you.